Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Thank you so much for clicking on the video if you're watching this. Today, I'm going to review my Elvis record collection. Although what I feature on my channel is normally Elvis, there is some country besides Elvis records in my collection. But the first record I have is the legendary Magic of Elvis Presley. And that picture is actually from a scene in the television show, the 68 Comeback Special that he did. It aired in December of 1968, but it was filmed during the summer of 1968. And as you can see, it's a cool, I like that cover with the gold letters and the picture of Elvis in that outfit. And you can read, here are all the songs that are on this album, and this is one of my favorites. My main favorite is later on in the collection. So my next one is, everybody knows this one, the Elvis Aloha from Hawaii satellite performance. This was in January, specifically January 14th, 1973. At the Honolulu International Center in Hawaii. And this was seen in, I forget exactly how many countries this was seen in, but over like 1 billion people watched this. And here's the thing, I think this was aired, was it either aired on I think it was aired on a Sunday, but I think it was aired on a Sunday, I'm pretty sure. But if I'm wrong, leave it in the comments, and I can open it up and show you the inside. And this is actually basically a map of all the countries that seen the television special. And it's pretty cool. I listened to this album when I first got it, and I liked it. And I feel like, in my opinion, vinyl's making a big comeback. The next one is from the title song to one of his movies. Or not the title song, the song when he sang in, I forget the name of the movie. I think he sung this in the one where he was a boxer. I think it was called like Kid Galahad or something like that. And this is called Elvis, I Got Lucky. And I don't know the exact name of that jumpsuit. If anybody does know the name of that jumpsuit, leave it in the comment section. And on the back is all the songs that were featured on this album and different albums that you can buy of Elvis's. And I listened to this one too, and it's really cool. I like this album too. And the next album is called Our Memories of Elvis Volume 2. Picture of Elvis in, I think this suit is called the blue turquoise suit, I'm thinking is what this suit is called, but I may be wrong. If I am, leave it in the comments and tell me exactly the name of this suit. But this is a cool photo of Elvis in a jumpsuit, and I like it. I listened to it, and there's a lot of good songs on it that most people know by Elvis. On the back is another picture of him in the same jumpsuit, and if you look in the corner right here, that's a picture of Vernon and I think his nurse who lived with him at Graceland until he passed away in June of 1979. And all these albums are really cheap. I paid like $5 for a lot of them. That Aloha album I paid actually $12 for, so can't get them all cheap. And this one is called Elvis Separate Ways, and the title song is actually on this album. It's called Separate Ways, and it's a picture of him in the, I think, if I'm positive, that's the lion jumpsuit that he's in, and they have that jumpsuit on display at Graceland last time I went. But here's the thing, Graceland does not own the belt to this jumpsuit. It's part of the Hard Rock Cafe archives in Memphis. And here's the back side of the album and all the different albums you can buy of Elvis's. And I like the song Separate Ways because I think he was singing that song around the time he and Priscilla divorced. And here's Elvis in concert. It was filmed during his last concert tour in 1977 before he passed away. And this is actually filmed, like it says, on tour. And he's in the black peacock jumpsuit. This is a cool jumpsuit. I like the design of it. And you can open it up and see him in the... You're going to think this is the Aloha suit. This is actually not. This is the embroidered eagle jumpsuit. But for this jumpsuit, he used the Aloha from Hawaii belt. And these are cool photos of him in this jumpsuit. And it's really cool. I liked this album a lot. And I've listened to this album a ton. And the next one is his second to last album, From Elvis Presley Boulevard, Memphis, Tennessee. And this photo is actually taken from a photo a fan took at the Memphis Mid-South Coliseum and on his last concert there in 1976, just a year prior to his passing. And my favorite song on this album, it's hard to choose, but my favorite song is on side B of this record, called For the Heart. I like that song a lot. My next album is called, sadly, this was the last one he would make before he passed away. This is Elvis, Moody Blue, and some of the songs on this album were either recorded on tour or at Graceland in the Jungle Room. And fun fact, Elvis didn't actually call it the Jungle Room. It was his den when he was alive. And actually don't know what jumpsuit that is he's actually wearing. I think that's the powder blue suit. I'm pretty sure that is. And you can flip it on the back and see a photo of the man himself. And that is the belt actually the International gave him for breaking attendance records. Then when he came back to the International, he broke his own record. Because Elvis can do that. And here is a Elvis Christmas album. My favorite song on this album is Blue Christmas, which is a really good song. I listen to it a lot during the Christmas season. And here is an album I got when I went to Nashville. This is a Conway Twitty 25 #1 hits. And fun fact, Conway Twitty was not actually his real name. It was Harold Lloyd Jenkins. That's what it says on his final resting place in Gallatin, Tennessee, where he's laid to rest. And I've been to what is now Trinity Music City, which was back in the 80s and the early 90s, Twitty City, where his house is, and I've seen it. It's really cool to see all that. It's like it's stuck back. Like the house is still there, although it's empty. And a lot of people didn't know about Conway. He did not have a completed will when he passed away, so his kids and his wife at the time were fighting over the estate, and sadly everything got sold that Conway owned, and then that's how it really went. And Conway still remembered today. His son Michael Twitty still does songs of his father and all that. And he has another Elvis album. This is just called Elvis. And this is a really cool jumpsuit. I think I've seen this on display last time at Graceland, but I do not know the name of this jumpsuit. Although it is really, really cool. This is a really cool picture of him wearing it. The songs on here are called, one of them is called I Believe, on side 2 of this record, and another one's called You'll Never Walk Alone, which his daughter Elisa Marie did about a couple years ago. And here's the back side of it. And she was only 9 when her father passed away. And if I didn't mention, my Dale Earnhardt shirt was I was wearing a Dale Earnhardt shirt, if y'all couldn't have noticed that. Yeah, like I said, she was only 9 when her father passed away. And before I get to this next album, I'll tell you, she was there at Graceland the day he passed away. And Joe Esposito, who was Elvis's road manager when Lisa came running around, she wanted to know what was wrong with her dad. And Joe Esposito told Ginger Alden, who was his girlfriend, please get Lisa out of here, because they didn't want Lisa seeing that. And yeah, it was really sad. That day will go down in Memphis history forever. And here's Elvis. This is called Rock and Roll. And Elvis Presley. And this is a cool little photo. That's a photo of him in the Army in 1958. My two favorite songs on here are Heartbreak Hotel and Jailhouse Rock. I like this album. Here's a cool album that is, I think this is actually signed by George Jones, actually. Yeah, this is actually signed by George Jones. See George's signature. I don't know if that's real or not, though. That's what I've tried to figure out, if it was real. But George Jones album, I haven't really listened to this album yet, so I might listen to it in the future. My favorite George Jones song, though, was a song called He Stopped Loving Her Today. My next one is a Don Williams album. Everybody knows Don Williams for being one of the greatest country artists ever. And my favorite song by him is called, what's the name of it? I actually cannot remember the name of the song now. And I think a cool song on here, although I have not listened to this album, was on side one of this record called Wish I Was in Nashville. And here is another Conway Twitty album. And I don't know a lot about records and how they're made and all that. And a cool photo of Conway's album is called Conway Now and Then. My favorite song on this album is called It's Only Make Believe. And then I'll Try. That's a good song on this album. Picture of Conway there. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And please leave a comment, like, subscribe, and have a good day, guys.